Hello, dear Housebreakers. Let's have a talk. What are we going to talk about? Well, I'm going to talk about why I haven't uploaded anything recently and why it's been like 2, maybe even 3 weeks since I've posted anything at all. And I can give you a few reasons for this, but this also concludes why I set up a Patreon. And I probably know your reaction when you hear about Patreon, because like, hey, he wants to take our money and he's just doing it for the money, blah blah blah. But let me actually explain why this is happening. So first of all, why don't I really upload that much anymore is for the basic reason that I am a student and I need to have some kind of way to gain a reasonable income. And right now I get a little bit. I'm not going to say I do it all for free. I get a little bit, but it's not nearly enough to sustain myself and to make a living. So, and it also takes a lot of time. So let's say I spend about 20 hours or longer on just one compilation and I get just a few things out of it. That's not really a good value, if you know what I mean. So if I would do the same amount of hours doing a real actual job, I would get like at least 10 times the amount or something. So this is my biggest issue, that my efficiency and the hours I spend are not really paid out in a way that's good for me. So that's a big reason. So all the time I used to spend making these videos, I try to spend now on actual jobs and gaining some income. These reasons also include that I have my own car, and as you know or not know, a car is not just a single purchase. A car needs maintenance and needs a lot of things you need to pay yearly or even monthly. So these are all my payments. So that's another big reason why I am searching for these kinds of jobs. And I mean, I would love to make more for you guys and I love making these videos, but it's just, as of now, it's not really reliable enough to sustain myself and to get a good enough income that I can say I can replace my current job with YouTube. That's the biggest issue here. So this is probably the biggest reason why I set Patreon up as well. And I think it's one of the best ways to do this, because, why do I say this? Because you can start pledging or donating, as I would like to call it, starting from just $1. Like, I mean, I'm just a student, I don't have that much, but I mean, if I would really want and liked a YouTube creator and he asked me to spend a little bit, I mean, even I would be able to give him at least $1. So it should be something that everyone has an option to do a little bit. I'm not asking you to donate $1,000, although it would be amazing, of course. I mean, I would be so grateful, but I'm not asking that. I'm just asking something, like, even if it's the smallest amount you have. It's just for these reasons that I just mentioned. I want to keep creating for you guys. I want to start making more of my own stuff, not just compilations of stuff that's already on YouTube, but also original content. But this sort of painful issue, like the money issue, is sort of blocking me. It's like Trump's wall that's in front of me and I can't get through it. I'm like a Mexican to the Trump wall, and I really want to get through this wall. So I'm also making sure on this Patreon that you don't just give me money and then I could still say I'm not going to do anything with it. I will give you, for each amount, the more you give, the more I give back. But there are some, you can check it out in the link of Patreon, of course, so you can read all about it. But every amount you spend, you get something special from me. So that can be just a few thumbnails in the JPEG format if you donate the smallest, to deciding with me, like you can comment something or you can send me a personal message with what video I should make next, so you're actually co-creating with me and I can make custom soundtrack for you. I can do much more than just making videos, and if you help me and donate on Patreon, you can read all about it, like how much you have to pay or how much you get if you pay something. It's all on there, but you always get something back. So Even if I stop making videos, then I will of course stop Patreon as well. But I mean, there's something you always get when you donate. It's not just for nothing, so you get that always. But of course, it's just to help me create more and spend more time on these videos and actually getting some revenue out of this, so I can keep doing this. Because if not, then it might as well be that my channel cannot go any further because it's not reliable anymore and I have to switch to real life jobs. So that's, if you think about it, that's a really logical step to make. But I mean, I am really happy with all of the work I did so far and the progress and the amount of subscribers. And if you are a subscriber or liked anything at all, I am very grateful, but it's always getting a little bit more. Like, I always get 1 or 2 subscribers a day, but it's just not enough at the moment. So you can help me out with this. So let's put Patreon in big letters on the screen or whatever. I put the link in the description, of course, and on the screen maybe as well. Just so you know that it's there. I've set it up, I think 2 weeks ago, but you probably never saw it in the description. So this is the video I'm making about it, so you know it's there. You can still watch anything from me and not donate a single dime, or you can donate $1,000, or you can just ignore me for the rest of your life. I mean, it's always your choice, but this is me just asking for, like, even if it's just $1. If you could miss any little amount of money and help me start really gaining a fan base and making original content and making the stuff that you want, this would really help me out. So with all these things said, I was Housebreaker Official, and I hope to see you soon again. Peace out.